Welcome everybody to ATCW Live. I am your host, the golden tongue of ATCW, Evan Wade, and here to my right, as always, the Swiss Army knife, Dennis Williams. What's going on, Dennis?
Back for 2025, folks. 2024 wasn't the end. It's just another stepping stone in the story of the guy with the best life. Happy to see you guys. Welcome back. We are fired up, ready to go because we enjoyed our break. But come on, do you really want to be on break forever? I don't.
Not from ATCW, I don't.
No.
We are live, and it is 2025, baby, and I could not be more excited to get back in the ATCW arena amongst the ATCW family. I have missed all of your faces and all of your cheers and all of your boos for everybody else, not me. And I'm excited, man. We're here today to talk to you about ATCW New Year's Knockout, which comes to you live on Saturday, January 18th. I'm so excited, I can't talk.
Yeah.
Bell time, 6:30. Final words with Dennis Williams at 6:50. And bell time, of course, at 7 o'clock. Tickets are still available. And Dennis, without further ado, I think we have a little tradition to carry out.
We do. Evan and I like to throw a question back and forth, let you guys get to know us a little bit as people, and hopefully you enjoy these little looks into who we are. So this one took a while because, we're deep enough into this where it's starting to get a little difficult to set this up. So wanted to give the folks a little bit of a behind-the-scenes peek at what you and I do here for our ATCW live show. So every event, guys, that we do the shows for, he gets up this little, I won't call it a script, it's more of an outline. Does the matches, maybe a couple little notes, remembers, to say something nice about somebody or something like that. This is all his guiding spirit. I just kind of bounce off him and we just go. He's the one that plots this out. He's the one that decides how to do it. And Evan, I want to know, and I want everybody else to know, how do you plan this out?
Well, generally I try to put the main event last, of course, as it is normal for booking shows and things like that. I try to start us off with something super exciting. For example, we're starting this episode off, spoiler alert, with a golden ticket holder, Deuce Donatelli making his in-ring singles return. And then, we gotta flavor it up a little bit. This time around, we got 2 tag team matches. That's right. 2, folks. 2 tag team matches. You got to put a little space in between there, make it all a nice little variety. And then, of course, we put a banger right there in the middle to keep that energy right there in the middle. Then you might get a little sad. If there's a sad one, I'll put the sad one right after that real banger. And then we'll come back into the main event and hype you up and then send you home happy. That's about it, man. I try to make it exciting. I try to think about the perspective of the viewer and our fans. And I try to put together the best package I can. And I hope and I pray that I've been doing a good job for that, for you guys for the past couple of years.
Yeah, you've been doing a great job. I know everybody's been enjoying the events we do. I've gotten many compliments myself, especially towards your side of it. Man, they love you to death.
Aww.
They sure do.
Love you guys too.
All right, so there's a little peek behind the curtain on what goes on here, ATCW Live, as we get ready to present this show to you. We don't really do a lot of notes for recap, though. That's more, we just kind of sit here and have a conversation about everything, so it's a different vibe. But thanks for sharing that, by the way. I know sometimes we don't want to reveal the secrets, but that was a good look behind his mindset of what goes on into this thing. So without further ado, New Year's Knockout. Let's talk about it.
The golden ticket holder steps into one-on-one action for the first time in several years when Deuce Donatelli takes on stunning Adam Armstrong. Dennis, what's got you excited about this matchup?
The fact that I get the opportunity to call a Deuce Donatelli match. I'm in a whole nother phase of my career. I'm reliving dreams that I lived 20 years ago. First I was officiating some guys' matches. Now it's calling them. So I get to call Deuce Donatelli match. I'm really excited about that. And I gotta admit, I'm a little excited about seeing Deuce Donatelli kick Adam Armstrong's butt. But anyway, so to regurgitate an old joke here, we got DD versus AA as our first matchup of 2025 for ATCW Live. By the way, Deuce Donatelli, I hope you will join me for final words before the event kicks off. Love to hear from you. and give you a moment to shine before you go out here and try to take on Mr. Footloose.
I think the ATCW family would really enjoy that, Dennis. And I had the pleasure of talking to Adam Armstrong the other day. He's really itching for this first crack of sending Deuce Donatelli back into retirement. He wants those bragging rights real bad. Will it be a stunning start to 2025 for Adam Armstrong, or will the golden ticket holder continue his winning streak into the year? Well, Dennis, there's only one more prestigious thing to do in ATCW after winning the 2024 Tag Team of the Year, and that is ascend the ranks and earn yourself a championship opportunity. Tremor and Austin Blackthorne are looking to do just that when they take on Travis Tarvin and Ethan Cross.
Yeah, man. So we get a hot contest here for tag team action as the tag team division rebuilds here at ATCW, and I'm very excited about that. As you saw on Facebook, guys, Tremor and Blackthorne are trying to think of a tag team name, apparently. I've got a suggestion. How about Blueberry Crunch? Sounds good to me. But anyway, they had a pretty decent year as a tag team last year, won the award, and I think that they hope to make 2025 their year in the tag team division. But, I mean, they got stiff competition because not only are they going up against two singles champions as a tag team, Ethan Cross is on the streak of his life. Mm-hmm. Travis Tarvin is on a hell of a streak. And if they can come together and win the tag team titles, I mean, they'll just be drowning in gold.
And that's the question, really, Dennis, because earlier on Facebook, I think it was either today or yesterday, Ethan Cross posted up a video of him. He was supposed to be meeting Travis Tarvin somewhere to shoot their video, and kind of got stood up, and he's wondering what's going on with his partner there. So the question really remains, can they unite on a tag team front and continue their singles success against Tremor and Blackthorne? A former King of the 304 champion versus a former ATCW heavyweight champion. The man monster, Tiberius Asante, takes on self-made Lucius Suede. Did I do that well?
You did that great. And by God, this has to be the match of the night spotlight.
Match of the night! Match of the night! Match of the night!
Match of the night spotlight, you say?
I mean, how could it not be? You got two former champions that are going to collide. You got a guy who won a heavyweight championship in his rookie year, is coming back to show us what he's learned since the last time he's been here. Then on the other side of the ring, you've got Tiberius Asante, the man who put on my vote for match of the year last year, him versus Tomahawk in that absolutely insane Falls Count Anywhere match for the King of the 304. Yeah, you got these two guys going at it one-on-one to kick off 2025 match of the friggin' night.
Match of the night! Match of the night! Match of the night!
The 2024 Wrestler of the Year, the leader of the Carnival of Souls, Axel Crow, has some new blood stepping up to him this time around. It is none other than the debuting Yabba Dabba. Now, Dennis, I have not seen very much of Yabba Dabba, but the guy has size, he's got speed, and it seems like he's got power. And that's exactly what you need when you're going up against somebody like Axel Crow.
Absolutely, because Axel Crow is one of the ones that I would consider the bar here in ATCW. You got a handful of guys who really set the standards here, and Axel Crow is one of those. I mean, he's won Wrestler of the Year 2 years now in a row, and there was several more awards that he won last year. I don't have time to name them all, to be honest with you. I want to talk about this match with Yabba Dabba. So I'm going to have a hard time on commentary with this because I do have a little bit of a problem with stuttering, and I think I'm going to stutter over Yabba Dabba at some point. So I hope nobody gets upset. I do think this is going to be a great contest, though. I think this is a very interesting foil to Axel Crow, so to speak. Gives him a very good platform to launch into the new year. And, man, if Yabba Dabba can do it, he's going to belong here in ATCW.
Indeed, indeed. Everybody in ATCW knows exactly what Axel Crow is capable of. The question remains, what can Yabba Dabba do against Axel Crow? The tag team division in ATCW is heating up because a brand new tag team is on the way to challenge the ATCW Tag Team Champions, the Radical Stars, going 2-on-2 with the Brothers at Arms. Jason Dugan and Money Making Shay coming all the way down from Brooklyn, New York for this matchup, and I'm expecting big things. Dennis, what's got you excited about this one?
Radical Stars defending the tag team championships, which they've held 4 times, by the way, which is a record, by the way. Yeah, I'm just excited to see them wrestle. I'm excited to see the tag team division grow. We've got 2 tag matches on the same event here to this time. That gets me excited because I love tag team wrestling, right? I think we're going to get a great display here. The champions, hometown advantage, of course, and we got a lot of Orioles fans and Nationals fans down here. We don't exactly like New York sports teams, so you guys are coming down into enemy territory. But I think you might be able to handle it, which makes this matchup very intriguing for me.
Indeed, indeed. Dennis, I didn't do a whole lot of research going into this with the Brothers at Arms because I wanted to be a little bit surprised with this one. I did all my work on Yabba Dabba and just to scope out and see what that was. But for this one, I want a little bit of mystery in the air. I want a little bit of excitement and anticipation floating around coming into this matchup for the ATCW Tag Team Championships. I'm excited. He's excited. Don't miss it. Saturday, January 18th at ATCW New Year's Knockout. A match made in heaven, Dennis. 2 former ATCW Cruiserweight champions do battle this Saturday. Robbie Wayne taking on the modern-day Hitman, Hunter Blaze. Everybody knows that all of the athleticism that these two possess, and I'm looking forward to seeing them throw down on Saturday. It looks like you've got some thoughts going there. Why don't you share?
So now it's the modern-day Hitman.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's my thoughts on this matchup. Robbie Wayne is going to win because Robbie Wayne has his act together. What do I mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Yes.
Hunter Blaze, the modern-day Hitman, he cannot seem to figure out who he is just yet in his wrestling career, and that makes a major, major effects going into a matchup, especially one as big as this one with a lot of ranking consequences going on here. Yeah, so if he can't quite figure himself out yet, then his mindset isn't completely 100% focused. Robbie Wayne knows exactly who he is, especially here in ATCW, and I think that's going to be the difference maker for this one.
You make a very astute observation there, Dennis, and that is why you're the Swiss Army knife. That is why you're in the spot you're in, and I can't wait to see what kind of sauce you lay all over this matchup when it's painted on the canvas in the ring on Saturday night. I'm excited for this one, Dennis. I cannot wait. Hunter Blaze versus Robbie Wayne. It's going to be a classic. Dennis, normally I'd be very excited at this point in the show because it is time to talk about the main event for ATCW New Year's Knockout. But pardon my lack of excitement going into this one. I think when you guys watch this video, you'll see why.
Yeah, just try and get here when you can. You know, this place is kind of sketchy. It's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I'll call you back.
That was hard to watch, and I've watched it back a couple times now, and obviously we don't know who the 3 attackers were, but that suit looked awfully familiar, did it? Mm-hmm. There's only one guy in the whole world that's going to wear something like that. And, as you mentioned before we showed that, it's, we're supposed to be excited, main event time, but this thing with AK and Brian Hardy has just gotten personal to the point now where we're doing sneak attacks and stuff like that. So Brian Hardy, of course, had a reaction to it, and we're going to show that to you right now.
No, I don't get it. No, I've waited for way too long. You don't understand. The same stuff keeps happening over and over again. You better figure it out. I'm serious because, no, seriously, at this point, you might as well just give me a one-on-one. I'm so sick of this.
What's going on?
It's the same stuff over and over again. All they say is, AK can't make this date. AK suspended. AK can't do this.
Hey.
Why?
You're gonna get the belt back. It's fine.
It's not about the belt, Owen. It's about our family. It's about every time that your sisters look at us because of what happened. Every time your mother looks at us because of what happened. I can't deal with myself because of what happened to you. And here's the thing, at the end of the day, I don't care, because the reality of the situation is, if I can't have AK, then I'm going to have Jonathan Cross one-on-one in January. Make it happen, ATCW. Make this right.
And of course, after that heated challenge was issued, you know Jonathan Cross can't go a day without replying back. Here's what he had to say on the matter.
Brian Hardy, I don't know why you're so angry. Is it the fact that your boy got his ass kicked? No, that's not it. Is it the fact that AK will not show you any love and finds you not worthy of a challenge for the ATCW Heavyweight Championship? No, that's not it. I think you're mad because you realize, Brian, that all this time you've let down your family, you have let down the fans. Everything you've said about the ATCW Championship being yours to get is not coming true. And I think it eats at you. I think all that eats at you, Brian. You've been in the business a long time. And at this point, you're a failure. So now you've challenged Jonathan Cross to a match, a man who doesn't wrestle. A manager of champions, by the way. So I'll tell you this. Brian, I've had one match in ATCW, and that was against Chucky Manson. And I won. So do you think you have a shot at me? I don't think so. So I accept your challenge January 18th in Kearneysville, West Virginia for ATCW. And I'm going to do to you what a lot of people have been wanting to do for years. And that's make you go away.
Dennis, the main event for New Year's Knockout is an incredibly personal one. This war has been going on for months and months. Since what, August?
Yeah.
Since Warpath in 2024, when AK cashed in the golden ticket on Brian Hardy and stole away the ATCW Heavyweight Championship. Then he assaulted Owen Hardy. And once again, Owen Hardy has been assaulted. They keep on picking fights with the Hardy family. And I'm thinking Saturday night is going to catch up with them.
It has to. I mean, we're to the point where if, we don't get some kind of good resolution to this, that you just kind of wonder, maybe the bad guys always do win. And that's definitely not something I want to see here. Forgive my seriousness of tone here. I mean, Owen Hardy is a kid, and he is a trained wrestler now, but he's still just a kid. I'm very close with a lot of the Hardy family. I've met, I think, all of them by now. It's hard to keep track because there are a lot of freaking Hardys out there, but I really enjoy the Hardy family. I'm glad to have them around. I'm sorry that they're having to go through something like this, and I hope that Brian Hardy gives Jonathan Cross quite the butt kicking, and that gets him to a match with AK.
Indeed. It should be an exciting night, Saturday, January 18th at the Leetown Community Center in Kearneysville, West Virginia. Doors at 6:30. Final words at 6:50. And the bell, of course, at 7 o'clock. If you haven't gotten your tickets, they are still available. Message the ATCW Facebook page for more details. Give us a like and a follow while you're there. Folks, we're looking forward to seeing you in just a few short days. Dennis, is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Nothing at all. Have a good night. We'll see you on the 18th.
Peace out.